Hello, my name is Katia Bilardo. I'm a gynecologist and obstetrician especially, an expert in fetal medicine. I am Italian, but I practiced in the Netherlands.
ISUOG is celebrating its 35th anniversary. How have you seen ultrasound evolve over the years?
Well, the change has been tremendous. There was a time where we were seeing dots that were representing the contour of the fetus, and we will seeing a head, a kind of a ellipse, and now we can even diagnose the most subtle brain anomalies. We have a color Doppler, we have a Doppler. I mean, we can see the vessels, we can hear signals from the blood flow in the vessels of the fetus, and the quality of ultrasound has improved tremendously. And with 3D, we can really have picture as if we were looking into the womb of the mother.
Why is it so important to see women represented in leadership in the field of obs and gynae?
Well, if it goes about women health, no one better than women can understand what this is about. And I saw in actual fact a change in the scenario, in the panorama of health practitioners in obstetrics and gynecology from being exclusively men to now where there are, for the vast majority, women. And women like to be cared of by women. And I remember that at the beginning of my career, if I was presenting myself to a patient, she was asking me, and where is the gynecologist? And now it's almost the other way around, that if a man comes in, they think, I know, is this one? Because the majority, at least in the Western world, of a practitioner in the field of obstetrics and gynecology are women. And I think this is a very positive change, because women can understand perfectly what it means to give birth, to be worried during pregnancy, to have menstrual pain. It's really something that they also share.
What do you hope for the future of women's health and fetal medicine?
Well, I think that it's very important that we will succeed in finding an answer to the big challenges. And there are two major challenges. And one is preterm birth, which concerns about 10% of births. I'm myself a premature baby. I was born at 32 weeks, but I was lucky because I didn't need a lot of care. But we know that this is one of the big challenges. The other one is preeclampsia. And although we have made major progress in this field, well, now we have to implement this possibility of giving aspirin to all women, of a screening for preeclampsia. And the other one is growth restriction, which is linked somehow to preeclampsia. And then obviously there are congenital anomalies. It will be very difficult to prevent congenital anomalies, although the use of vitamins and good food will help in enhancing women's health and also fetal health. But unfortunately, heart anomalies or other anomalies will remain. So it's important that we train obstetricians of sonographers to detect these anomalies, and possibly as early as possible and in a very accurate and skillful way.
Why is the ISUOG community so special to you, and what has kept you engaged over the years?
Well, I was very lucky because I was a research fellow to Professor Campbell in in the year 81 and then later 86 to 89. And so I really saw the very beginning of this new field of fetal medicine, and I had the privilege of working with very inspiring figures like Professor Campbell and Professor Nicolaides, people who have really marked my personal life and my career. And for me, ISUOG is really my family. ISUOG is in my DNA. I mean, I've been practicing fetal medicine with ISUOG as my reference for all what I'm doing.
What has been a highlight of your career so far?
Well, based on what I told you, for me to have been ISUOG president has really been the maximum I could aspire to in my realization and my real summit in my career. And next to that, I think that's the most important thing has been through research and through all what I learned to have been able to help many women in making choices, in informing them about the health of their fetuses. And I really have to thank ISUOG for all what I learned.